Yeah, internet is a great source, because some of the chains were saying, like the markets were saying, like, oh, we normally, know that people will get consultant to help them out. I was like, okay. So they, we looked up some consultants, and it was so expensive, and we're like, we're just starting off. I will learn it myself. I spent literally 2 weeks every evening when I got back from work online, how to do this, that, and the other, and we managed to do it. I think it's just where there is a will, there is a way,
Yeah.
I think that really did help, that we had that no fear. And I think that goes back to being a refugee as well. I mean, you've lost once or twice everything you have. What's the worst that somebody can tell you?
Yeah, it's one part of that, and at the same time, like, so when you are like focusing on something, and then if you want to do that, and then it's all about mindset. So if you have the mindset, if you want to do that, so just as you said, pick up the phone, call the person, get the feedback. If it's not working, and then implement it, modify it, and then send it back.
Yeah.
So you mentioned about like studying in online. So it means that the procedures, instructions, everything you need as a resource or like a source is available, are accessible to everyone if like they want to do that?
Not directly. So you would have things like, the customs number for different kind of item. For ice cream, you have a certain customs, So there was like, in those papers, there were several different areas. I had no idea what it meant. But I went on Google and I searched. So for each one, you will find them, but how to glue them together. I think that was another thing, again, with the Red Cross experience. I had to do that a lot. Like, you come to a foreign country, you don't speak the language. What do? You need to get a network. LinkedIn, my best friend. Like, that was where I literally just contacted and connected with people from different businesses. I got myself a mentor for marketing. I got myself a mentor for sales, for financial. And that was another great thing. I think with the Finnish business people is that I was worried first that maybe they find it like, why would I help her and for free? Like, why would I do that? And then when you actually, approach them and to say, look, we're a small business, don't know how to do this. I know you know how to do it. Would you have time? And they were like, of course. I had like CEOs of big companies, like giving me 1 or 2 hours of their time just to explain how things work, or giving me advice how to do certain things. And I was like amazed. But then I was like, I would do the same. Like, I wouldn't even think twice. Like, if somebody needs help or support, it's nothing out of my, pocket, to support. Of course, with the means that they could have. And that was really good, because some of the business owners around here are very, very enthusiastic and very welcoming. And I think our background also interested them, and to just get in contact on what we can do together, that helped. And the second thing, a lot of our product development was supported by an expert, but everything outside of that, YouTube. Man, you can find so much knowledge on YouTube. If, again, glue those together. And like these crisps for dogs, I literally put so many YouTube videos on, glue them together, and managed to get this product done. So it's like really, I guess you just have to...
So you do the product development also yourself, and test them. I think it's like little Kiki.
Our Kiki is our little testing buddy. She's very picky, so it's the best client
because,
you
like,
can have.
Sometimes you need to be like really, really picky. So
it's like for human. Not everybody likes everything. But the Voihan Vuo, he's our human brand. So that one is the one with purely goat's milk ice creams. We also had cheese, but this is another thing. I've learned, running a business, you cannot be too much in love with your own products. You need to be able to let go if it doesn't work. We tried the cheese making for 3 years. Just the sales are not there where we hope them to be. And then when we did the counting and we got, again, support from the local business center, how to assess which products to leave, which ones to develop. And we decided that for human side, we will stick with the ice creams, try to grow their volume. And then last year, when we had to come up with a solution for all the whey water that was coming out of our cheese making process, we developed the Voihan Kuono brand that is for pets, ice cream in an eatable cup, and that came out of our upcycled whey. And we thought, if we have waste ingredients, I'm sure the local farms is as well. So there is a farm that has carrots that is not according to EU regulations, so it's not straight. You cannot sell them to the shops. So we went to get those. And then we have a farm that has berries, and they make juice. So made juice making process. You will have the
paste,
all the great ingredients. Check with
all vitamins, everything
all
is
the
there.
vitamins are there. So we toss them into the whey mix, and then we had some cups that are eatable as well. Put them in there, and that's how we developed the first pet product. No way 3 years ago I would have ever imagined we would do pet food. I didn't even have a pet then, so I didn't know anything about it. And then we decided, so if, this is again going back to the refugee mindset, is that, right, so if you do this ingredient or this base as an ice, what if you put the same thing in the oven? And we got crisps.
Okay. So you dried it.
We dried it.
Yeah.
And this goes back to my mom, like when we were in Turkey and we literally had nothing. She would make the most delicious food out of potato. One day she would fry it. The other day she would put it in the oven.
Yeah.
You know, like just the same thing.
One day you fried it.
You fried it,
Add egg.
Exactly. Oh my God, the one with the egg was just brilliant. So we had like, my mom inspired the crisp, I have to say. So we thought like, let's try it in a different way.
Yeah.
It's the same exact ingredients. And then what we did is that I love crisp myself. And I think there was recently a research saying that what the dog owners eat themselves gives to their dogs. So the crisps are because of that. And I love ketchup, mayonnaise, and mustard. So we decided to develop a line of sauces so Kiki can enjoy her hot dogs also with ketchup. So yeah, I think a lot of things in life get connected in a weirdest ways when you don't even realize it, and then when you realize, like, oh yeah, actually,
yeah, exactly. So it means like coincidences are not there as a real thing. So something has a reason for that.
I really do believe it.
So any happening has a reason. So but you might never understand it or realize it, but you might realize it at a later point. So that's a good one. So you said about like getting the advice from CEOs, those business people, and then who are running their own businesses. So it means like they were Finns.
Yeah, most of them.
So they were like supporting you. And then we have been hearing that, so in Finland they are like, people are not supporting, they are not like they're like cold, soulless people, so how they're becoming like the happiest nation in the world, etc. So these are like the things that going around the world. But in the personal life, in the society, I've been facing and being in a situation, getting help from a person from nowhere for like hours, trying to help me and then find a solution for my problem in another city, in the same city that I'm living, on the street. So if you ask, they will do the best to help you until then. So you have been facing that also in business. What is your expression on that?
I think, look, a lot of things, yes, we had the certain mindset and we managed to do a lot in a short time, but I really don't think it would have been happening if we wouldn't have had those great people part of this adventure, really feeling that they were part of what we were doing. And I think we would have got there eventually, but I think we just got there faster with all the support and this thing that, okay, Finland is the happiest world in the country. I think happiness is measured in a different way.
Yes.
If you have all the bases, as I said, like healthcare system, all the, you have a roof over your head. Security, future. That's one type of happiness. And that's something that you can kind of measure. So it's, I guess, easy then to measure such a thing.